equipment. All right. So now for you to join, you have to have the training, and you must, the minimum number of years before you can say you're an inspector is around 3 years. 3 years, because it's rigorous. That you are looking at, I'd worked in the lift in inspection, installation, maintenance, servicing industry for upward of 18 years. Before I went to South Africa. I'm registered in South Africa to practice. I'm registered in the US to practice. I'm registered in Germany, all right, under 2UV to practice. And that was why when I saw I could have stayed in any of these countries, but because of my passion for, look, we have to start this thing in Nigeria. And then in 2008, I started pushing. In 2012, it saw the daylight with the Safety Commission and gradually at the federal government level. So it takes time, but it is possible for you to be part of that industry, especially now that everybody is under compulsion. One of the things we've told lift companies, make sure you tell the facility manager and the owner that it's compulsory for this lift to be inspected. So I hope I answered your question very well.
Right. Thank you, sir. I have this question on the chat box from Mr. Chimeze. Please, I discover that a compensation chain in my site has been peeling off, leaving the chain visible. What exactly is the function of compensation chain? And if removed, does it have any effect? So did you get the question, sir? Did I do it again?
Very well, very well. No, okay. There's no need because of brevity of time. Now, let me just say this. The function of the compensation chain, like you hear the name, is to compensate for the weight, all right, of the lift in balancing it because of height. For a lift to have a compensation chain, that lift must be in a minimum of 10 to, all right, from 10th floor, 9th floor, 10-story building upward. That's when the compensation will be needed. Now, why? Because of gravitational pull and balancing, because the compensation chain is connecting the cabin to the counterweight. So if the insulator is like the rubber, the lining around the compensation chain, if it begins to peel, you need to find out what is peeling it. You need to be sure. Now, if the peeling is consistent, that means the compensation chain, there's a frictional movement between the compensation chain and a particular device that is either also in motion or that is stationary. And it's very important you go and identify it. Sometimes it's the compensation chain guide. There's something inside the pit of the elevator called the compensation chain guide. Now, if the compensation chain guide is misaligned, it could cause an accident. It could. And so you need to pay attention to it and call the attention of your vendor to it. Insist on it being corrected. Sometimes it could be the guide rail. So when the lift is traveling and it's traveling on a rail that is not aligned, the lift moves, the compensation chain moves, and it waggles like that, and it's touching something. Imagine at 2 meters per second, if that compensation chain should hook any of the bracket of the guide rail, that's a terrible accident. So it must be paid attention to. And I think that answers your question.
I want to thank you very much once again, sir. Mr. Matthew, I don't know if you are your hand is still up for a question before we allow engineer to go. Please, for our information, the slides for today will be made available to us, to all members of the association, including one will get the certification, the regulation from the federal government. Once we have it, we also share it on all the various platforms of the Association of Facility Management Professionals. Okay, I think Mr. Matthew is not ready with his question.
Okay, I'm ready. I just want to finish.
Okay, please go on, sir. Please go on, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for this presentation. So I want to find out, is there any device that you can put on an elevator that can determine if the elevator will having a fault, maybe start pinging? particularly maybe like if the coil is going bad, if the motor is going bad or the tension ropes are going bad, that the elevator can signal to us FMs so that we can run to fix it. And also I dropped a message on the chat to say during your course of lecture, you mentioned different types of lift and the ones that we could avoid. I don't know if you could go through that again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that question. Let me quickly answer your question on device for monitoring. There's a remote monitoring device for elevator. Now, this remote monitoring device is just to monitor I think there are about 2-3 places I've seen it. I think Shell has got it. UPA headquarters have got it in Lagos, where it was installed. Now, in these 2 facilities or 3, I think, I'm not sure, I think CBN has got it also in their facility in Abuja. And surprisingly, our own CBN, their lifts are not safety compliant. That's the truth. But I need to mention it. If somebody knows somebody in CBN, go and ask. They don't have that. Now, there are no devices for you to really pinpoint what the fault is in the elevator that you can use. But the maintenance company has got devices that they plug in that will give them details of, just like the diagnostic device of a car, that your rewire technician plug in, and they are able to, check and bring out codes. Every elevator have got codes for faults on them. That's the truth, because I told you I've worked in this industry for several years. Every elevator industry company, but they won't hand this over to you. They won't hand this over to you. But you see, the law states that they are supposed to leave on ground basic codes inside your, what we call the maintenance access panel. They are supposed to leave on ground basic codes that will be displayed on the elevator interface that will tell you, okay, it is ERR 205. Then you are able to check it. Okay, it's like it is a door that is faulty here. It's like it's an overheat that is taking place here. You can say that, and both of you, because what it does is that it gives both the facility manager and the lift company opportunity to be on the same page. But most lift companies don't put those code books on their sites. But go and check it. The regulation requires it to be on site. Now, that device is only useful for the maintenance company. You cannot use it. But there is what I call elevator monitoring system. What this does, it tells you, it shows you how the elevator is moving from floor 1 to 2, from floor 2 to 3. And then when the elevator stops moving for too long and somebody is monitoring this screen, you're able to say, no, something is wrong. Probably somebody just opened the door and stop it. And these are things that damages the elevator. So you are able to quickly call the attention of maybe security or the all warding in that floor and say, go and check this elevator. All right, I think I answered that question. And different types of elevator. I was just mentioning there are different kinds of elevator. There is the hospital bed elevator. There is the, I mentioned the standard, EN standard works, talks specifically about traction elevator, the elevator that is, suspended by ropes or belt. All right, and then there is the hydraulic elevator. Right now we have what is called the pneumatic elevator. All right, and we also have an elevator right now that pneumatic is the one, very simple elevator that works with pressured air and can take you from one ground floor just to the first floor. And there are elevators that are just, mechanical lifting device, electrical, mechanical lifting, no ropes, nothing, but they work with gear. And they just move you. You see all of this if you travel to Dubai in their shops that just move you gradually from one floor to the other. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer. Thank you, Engineer Edun. Please, we want to appreciate Engineer Edun very well. As I said earlier, we're going to share the slide and the regulation with our members, the financial members, immediately after this class. I want to encourage us to visit the chat box. There's a link for attendance. Please go and fill your attendance. It's for your It's for your rating, for your CED rating, for your MCPD rating. I don't know if Engineer Guru is still with us because of our time, so that you can just do a roundup, a short recap for us. If he's not with us, we want to, I'll call on our President, Mr. Paul Erubami. Mr. Paul Erubami to just do a roundup for us. All Ajia Zainab Salem. I don't think Engineer Guru is around. We appreciate Engineer Edun for his time. We appreciate Engineer Guru for his time. And we appreciate all our members, both financial members and our friends that took time to come here. Please, let's welcome our President, Mr. Paul Erubami.
Thank you very much, Sir Oluwashemi. My pleasure to be here. I've enjoyed this session so well, and I want to just thank our facilitator. I just want to make an appeal that we'll be inviting you again. We had too many members who could not join today because of our capacity in terms of the meeting room capacity. We were maxed out very quickly. So Engineer Edun, please, we'll be inviting you again. I want to have a, let me even say it out here publicly. I want to have a one-on-one with you at some point soon, yeah? So that we can create a better synergy between the organization, association, and the Facility Management Association in Nigeria. We thank you for accepting our invitation at short notice. This event was supposed to hold just 2 days ago, and then we had a hiccup, and then we reached out to you, and you accepted to step in, and you've done justice amazingly to the topic. There will be other sessions. We'll come out with an outline of things we want to cover in a couple of more sessions before the year runs out, and we'll reach out to you again in addition to other partners. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much, sir. I want to thank everybody for having us, and we hope we'll be able to, like the president said, we'll be able to do better by ensuring some of these things that have been mentioned, because it pains our own heart when we go to some of the big facilities on the highland and then we see some of those things. Thank you for having us. And
thank you. It's a pleasure. And thank you everybody for being here. We hope to call you again for another event very soon. Please be preparing for our annual conference, November 16th and 17th. We want to have all of our companies listed here as participants. Pay up your membership dues, just a token. We hope to make the conference access free to all our members. So it's important that you all make yourself financially worthy of it. If for 10,000 Naira, you can get all of the free benefits, certificates for almost 5 free training a year, plus access to the conference for free, it will be huge, okay, for huge value for you in just 1 year of 10,000 membership. And we also expect that you will use your best effort to invite your companies to enroll or register as corporate members and corporate sustaining partners to the association, so we can grow the FM industry. Thank you for all you do, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, guys.
Okay, just 1 minute, please, before we forget. Some people have been asking, Registrar, can you please post it quickly before we leave the group chat?
Okay, ma'am, I'm on it. I've done it.
Not the attendance, the membership list.
Okay, ma'am.
So how people can join the association.
Can we drop the Telegram link so we can all go there and get the information? Let me drop the Telegram joining link.
For it.
Join the Telegram
Yes.
group, and then we'll put the instructions there for those who are not yet active members. So I've dropped the Telegram group. Kindly just click on that link and come on the Telegram group now. Let me be sure it's the right group I'm doing. Yes, I'm on the right group. So please, can you click that link now and join the Telegram group? And then we will drop the instructions for joining the AFMPN there. Thank you. I see a handful of you have done that. And for all those of you who have filled your attendance on the sheet, the Google Sheet that has been shared on the chat as well, make sure that you are a financial member within this week. In fact, by today, make sure you've done that so that by next week, when we're processing certificate and CPD points for members, you'll be captured because it's not going to be issued to non-members, okay?
President, you can also inform about the free AC training, HVAC training coming up in September.
Well, we're working on a partnership with a Daikin to run a series of free training for air conditioning maintenance, both online and physical, coming up, from this month of September. We will invite only financial members to attend these free sessions, which is going to be certificated by Daikin as well. So we look forward to having all of you on board and able to enjoy all of these membership benefits. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Have a nice day and a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay, please, I joined late. Is there any possibility for someone to have like the rundown of this lecture? Okay.
All financial members will receive their certificates, the content of that's the training material, and a link to the recording of this session. Only for those on our register. So please do join as quickly as possible if you are not yet.
Oh, okay. So I have to be a member of the
Yes, definitely.
Please just quickly go to the chat group.
Okay.
Yeah.
You quickly take them off before we go off.
I'll drop a link to the Telegram group on this chat now. Kindly click on it and join the Telegram group right now so that we can, have more conversations in the Telegram group. Yes.
Okay.
The instruction for joining the association, the website link is already on this chat. You can as well, you'll still see that again on the Telegram group. So click on the link, register online, pay to the bank, send the evidence of payment to registrar at AFMPN.org, and then wait for your certificates within 1 week. But even if your certificates have not reached you because it's being done manually, your name is already on the register and you'll be captured for certificate issuance, attendance, recognition for CPD, as well as all the other invitations and documentation that's going to come from here.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, thank you so much. So we will leave the chat open for another 5 minutes. We can start leaving if we are done with using the links. For another 5 minutes, if you've not clicked on the Telegram chat or the registration of your attendance list, kindly do that now. Thank you so much and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.